Hello, I'm Congresswoman Maxine Waters, and I'd like to take a few minutes today to unravel some of the mystery and information that has been shared with us about Joe E. Collins III. Joe Collins is a young man who is my opponent running for the 43rd Congressional District. Joe Collins is a young man who just showed up. Nobody knows an awful lot about him, and he showed up with over $4 million to run in this race against me. That's an unusual amount of money for a congressional race. And he has been able to purchase billboards, lawn signs, TV, and spend an awful lot of money on the internet with ads that has been used on his behalf in the campaign. And so when questions started to arise about Joe Collins, one of the questions had to do with his service in the United States Navy. Interesting enough, Joe Collins continued to say that he's a veteran, that he served in the United States Navy for 13 years. But if you take a look at your official ballot, if you live in the 43rd Congressional District, you will see that Joe Collins is listed, but nowhere does it say veteran. He says he was a Navy sailor. Why is that? This is because when you receive a dishonorable discharge, you are not allowed to use the word veteran. And so you will not find the word veteran on your official ballot. He uses the word veterans when he's doing other kinds of things in order to mislead the constituents and the citizens of this district. Joe Collins was dishonorably discharged from the United States Navy. Now, he will tell you he loves the United States military. He loves the Navy, that he served honorably in the Navy, but he sued the Navy. He sued the United States Navy. Here's the case right here. He filed suit against the United States Navy, trying to claim that in some way they did not support him, even though they said they would support him. Well, this is absolutely ridiculous. The case was frivolous, and they dismissed the case. He even tried to get a change of venue, and of course, that was not allowed. And the whole case arrived out of what he claims did not happen to him, and it's in the court records. The court records are right here. It says, this action arises out of events related to plaintiff's dishonorable discharge from the Navy. And so he can deny all that he wants. He could try and talk about having some kind of discharge other than a dishonorable discharge, but that is not true. He was dishonorably discharged from the Navy. Well, this young man has come into the campaign, spreading money around the district. He's given away food. He's given away backpacks. He is also promising $20,000 each to all of the ministers. Well, the question becomes, if he can give away food to the people of South LA, why is he not complying with the court order for child support for a child that he has fathered in San Diego? But that's not all. There have been 4 cases of him having fathered children that he is denying. The case in San Diego is still open, but I confirmed recently that indeed the court did order him to pay child support. And the DNA proved that he was the father, and still as of today, he is denying child support to the child that he fathered. And the question again comes up, how is it he can afford to feed so-called families in South LA when in fact he's not feeding his own children? Now, San Diego is not the only child support case. There are at least 3 other cases in 3 other states. And one of them, of course, is in Ellis, Texas, right outside of Dallas, where his mother took him and raised him not raised in South Los Angeles, but in Ellis, Texas. He says that he finished school there. There's no record of him graduating from high school in Ellis, Texas. There's another case in Oklahoma. Who is this Joe E. Collins? A man that has been kicked out of the Navy, dishonorably discharged, a man who has fathered children that he refuses to support, not honoring a court order to support right here in San Diego. And so I have the receipts. I have the information. This information is undeniable. Why is this information important right now? This information is important because he's holding himself out to be a human being, a man that wants to represent you in the United States Congress of America. And I do not think he is of the character. I do not think he can be trusted. I do not think he will tell the truth. This is a Trump puppet. This is a guy who has fallen in love with Trump. He acts like Trump. He lies like Trump. And Trump has endorsed him. They believe that they can come into the 43rd district, trick the constituents, and have them vote Republican, even after this president has defined himself as a divider, one that has dog whistled to the right wing and to the white supremacists, one who is a racist, one who has shown that he is aligned with Russia and with Putin and the oligarchs of Russia, and does not care that they hacked into our Democratic National Committee. Why would we want a representative who is aligned with Trump and who will support any and everything that Trump does to be the representative of the 43rd District? I don't think so. And so I'm asking you to reelect me to the 43rd District so that I can continue the work that I have started. Not only am I the first woman, the first African American to chair the Powerful Financial Services Committee, I've used that position to rein in the big banks who caused predatory lending to take place all over this country and resulted in a recession in 2008. We have done reforms under the Dodd-Frank law where we have been able to stop the kind of predatory lending that was going on and to save communities from having their homes basically taken from them. And so not only have I done that work, but we created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to protect consumers. Before we came into office, consumers had no protection in the federal government. And now we have protection that we have started on some, like payday lenders. We have been able to get with the issue of how the students have been tricked into signing on to documents to borrow money to go to school, to be in college, and finding that the companies that have solicited them are not teaching them, not causing them to have a career, and causing them only to be put in a position where they owe money that they cannot repay, they cannot take out a loan, they cannot get a rental agreement. They are basically hampered because of what they've gotten involved in. And so I not only am a public policy maker and a legislator, I am a community organizer. And you will find me in my community every week. I'm in the churches, I'm in the schools, I'm with community groups and organizations. I visit the senior citizens on a regular basis. I work with the veterans of this community. I'm celebrating with them Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and all that the veterans are involved in. I support their posts where they gather and where they interact with each other. And so whether you're talking about one of the cities in my district, such as Torrance, or Hawthorne, or Gardena, or Lenox, or Inglewood, you will find that I have related to and dealt with problems in all of those areas. And so I thought it was just important that we reveal some of the information about this dishonorable human being, Joe E. Collins. And I am very pleased to answer any questions you may have. You may call me You may write to me. I am on the radio. I am on the internet, and I will continue to share information about an individual who should not, cannot be the representative of the 43rd Congressional District. Thank you very much.